All right, this your brother Issachar coming at you with another lesson. First off, I want to give all praises to Yahweh, Bahasham, Yahweh Shai, Bahasham, Rakakwadash. Double honors to the apostles of the great millstones to learn his truth from. Honors to the elders and brothers out there pushing his word through the four corners of the earth within truth and sincerity. And shalom to the Aquat that's listening and learning. Today's video is going to be entitled Black Liberation Group Targeted. All right, it's going to be entitled Black Liberation Group Targeted. Now I got aspired to do this lesson because of this video that I'm getting ready to show you all. And pretty much within this video, you're going to hear him speak about this Black Liberation Group that was targeted back in 1985. All right. He's going to mention how Esau pretty much wanted them gone. And they did whatever it is that they had in their power to get rid of them. At first, it was just going soft on them by, raiding the neighborhoods and beating them or whatever and everything like that, arresting them. But he realized that that wasn't working. And then the next thing you know, they dropped the bomb on him. All right. So I'm going to let him tell the whole story. But, when videos like this come about, you got to speak on it because this is just another thing to remind us of who the devil is and to remind us that this dude got to go into slavery, man. He has a lot to pay for. He has a lot to pay for. And the Most High is not going to forget what he have done to the children of Israel, which consists of you Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans. All right. So let's go ahead and play this video. Then we're going to grab a few scriptures.
They dropped a bomb on a black neighborhood. That sentence alone should stop you in your tracks. But of course, they don't teach it like that. They don't teach it at all. May 13th, 1985, West Philadelphia. Move, all caps, like the word that you know. Black Liberation Group had been targeted for years. Surveilled, harassed, beaten, arrested. Their homes raided, their members killed. But the city wanted them gone for good. So they came with guns, with tear gas, with bulldozers. And when that didn't work, they came with fire. The Philadelphia PD dropped a bomb on a row house. A C4 bomb, military-grade explosives, in a residential neighborhood. The fire spread fast, but the police were not interested in saving lives. They stopped the firefighters from putting it out, for real. They let the flames consume an entire city block. 61 homes burned to ash. More than 250 people were displaced. Inside the move house, 11 people were trapped. 5 of them were children. When they tried to escape, when screaming kids ran from a burning building, the police opened fire on them. A 13-year-old boy, Birdie Africa, was the only child to make it out alive. He survived by hiding in the smoke. His skin was burned raw. The rest left to die in the fire. The police claimed they didn't know if anybody was still left inside, but the coroner's reports told the truth. Some of the dead bodies had bullet holes in them. And when the fire was finally out, they scooped up the human remains and dumped them in a box. And somehow it gets worse. Decades later, it was revealed that the bones of some of the moved children who were killed in the fire had been kept, not returned to families, but stored at museums, used as teaching tools for Ivy League students. Black bodies, even in death, treated as objects. So what happened after the state-sanctioned massacre? Did anybody go to prison for killing 11 people, burning a whole neighborhood to the ground? No. No officers, no city officials, no one responsible for one of the worst acts of police violence in America's history faced justice. The only person locked up? Ramona Africa, one of the 2 survivors. A black woman who escaped a police bombing and was then sent to prison for it. They dropped a bomb on a black neighborhood, and they got away with it.
See, some bullshit, man. Some bullshit. That 2-minute video said a lot. Here it is. Esau wanted them pretty much gone out of the neighborhood for whatever reason. All right. He went up in that neighborhood with guns, bulldozers, all of these different things. And he realized that Jake wasn't moving. And so what he do? He went up in there, started fires on purpose, dropped bombs on purpose, literally told the firefighters to not put the fires out so they can burn, man. Then after that, the kids that was trying to get away from the situation, when they saw them running to the street, they opened fire on the children, man. And that one kid survived just for the simple fact that he hid in the smoke, and that smoke was burning him. Then after that, they had the nerve to lock up the black woman who was attacked, put her in prison. And he said none of the police officers and nobody went to jail for this. Nothing happened to him. They just pretty much just got away with it. And like you heard him say in the video too, They use the body parts, the bones, in museums. So college kids can learn about it. And this is one of the reasons why, when you come across videos like this, man, it really reminds you of where you live at, man, and who the true enemy is. And this is why we can't wait for Esau to finally get payback, man. I mean, not get payback, but to get his. Because we want payback, man. We want justice. And the Most High is going to grant us that, man. When Yahushua comes back, he is literally going to put Esau in his place, man. And that's why I love reading the book of Isaiah, the 47th chapter. Because it tells you that he's not going to meet him as a man. Esau has all of this power. The earth is given to him. He has all of this power, all of this money. He pretty much can do whatever he wants. And this is where Esau's pride kicks in. And this is where he uses his so-called power to whatever advantages that he want to use it at. And he uses it against Jake. And this happened back in 1985, man. That wasn't that long ago. All right. That wasn't that long ago. And you best believe Esau's going to do the same shit in the near future. Because Revelation 12:12 tells you that he's getting ready to bring that great wrath because he knows that he has but a short time. And it's going to be on a greater scale, man, because Jacob's trouble is going to be like no other. Esau is literally getting ready to roll as the true devil that he is. And in reality, it's a good thing. It's a good thing. It's multiple reasons why it's a good thing. One, because we know as soon as he does that, then the end is pretty much there. Because like the apostles say, as soon as Jacob's trouble begins, they believe that Jacob's trouble is only going to last between no more than 3 months. Because everything's going to be happening quick. All right. But like I said, Jacob's trouble is necessary for 2/3 of our people. It is. But at the same time, no, all of this is happening because of Esau. Esau's literally getting ready to do the most just so he can try to stay in power forever. But it's not going to happen, man. It's not going to happen. So like I said, when you see videos like this, man, you got to speak on it. This is Psalms chapter 73. We're going to start at verse 1. It says, truly, the Most High is good to Israel, even to such as are of a clean heart. But as for me, my feet were almost gone. My steps had well nigh slipped. For I was envious at the foolish when I saw the prosperity of the wicked. We already know who the wicked is. That's Esau. For there are no bends in their death, but their strength is firm. They are not in trouble as other men, neither are they plagued like other men. You heard him say in the video, right? They did all of those crimes, man, those acts, that hatred. They portrayed all of that and nobody got locked up. Nobody. Nothing happens to any of them. They were able to drop bombs, kill children, put innocent people in jail, do all these different things. And the truth came out. The facts came out and nothing still happened to them, man. Nothing. And we already know why. Because like the scriptures say, the earth is given to the hands of the wicked. They rule everything. They can do these things and literally put themselves in a position where they can still wake up the next morning in their houses, in their little cozy beds or whatever, with a smile on their face. When they did that, man, they were smiling, man. So no, they are not in trouble as other men. They're not plagued like other men. If Jake were to do something that extreme, man, if Jake were to do something that extreme, that would be everywhere. That would be all over the news. The whole world would be upside down right now, man. The whole world. Everybody would be going crazy if Jake did some shit like that, man. But just for the simple fact that it's Esau, it's not going down like that. But like we always say, he gonna get his, man. This is verse 6. It says, therefore pride, like I was talking about earlier, compasseth them about as a chain. Violence covered them as a garment. This is what Esau is known for, because he was blessed with the sword. He's ready to commit violence every single day, man. He loves it, especially on Jake. Their eyes stand out with fatness. They have more than heart could wish. They are corrupt. They speak wickedly concerning oppression. They speak lawfully. When you see videos like that pop up, man, Esau tries to hide it, man. They try to hide it, and they try to flip the script to make it look like Jake was the one that deserves it. They will literally commit all of those acts that they just did, and they'll figure out a way to make it seem like they needed to do that and still make Jake look like the enemy of the earth, man. When actually in reality it's him, man. It's Esau. So they are corrupt and speak wickedly concerning oppression. They speak lawfully. This is one of the reasons why, one of the many reasons why this dude got to go. This dude got to go, man. And best believe when he gets into slavery, the days are not going to go past fast like it is going right now, man. They're going to go get back to normal. Because the only reason that these days are going past quick now is for the elect's sake, man. All right. Yahushua said the days have been shortened for the elect's sake. The Most High is thinking about his elect and trying to hurry up and get them up out of here. And that's why the days are moving quick. But when we get into the kingdom, oh, that's not going to happen, man. That is not going to happen. The days are going to get back to normal, and those days are going to go past slow. Because the Most High is going to make sure, first and foremost, that we enjoy ourselves in our kingdom. All the things that we're going to be able to do, so forth and so on, he going to make sure that he enjoy ourselves, and then he going to make sure that Esau gets out there and work, man. It's in Psalm 69, verse 1. It says, "Save me, O power, for the waters are come in unto my soul. I sink in deep mire where there is no standing. I am coming to deep waters where the floods overflow me. I am weary of my crying. My throat is dried. Mine eyes fail while I wait for my power. They that hate me without a cause are more than the hairs of mine head. They that would destroy me, being my enemies wrongfully, are mighty. Then I restored that which I took not away." All right. They hate us without a cause, man. You know how many cases out there where Jake literally got locked up or killed and they didn't do anything? Just like one recent video where Jake almost got into a situation where this Edomite woman was walking down the street with her daughter, and Jake was rolling up in his car or whatever, and he said he was driving slow down the block because he was admiring the neighborhood. He was just looking at everything. And the lady was looking at it as if that dude was pulling up and getting ready to put her in danger with her daughter. So she ran up to the house saying, "Oh, there's a strange dude out here. I'm getting ready to run back to the house or whatever. I don't feel safe," so forth and so on. But she didn't even realize that the house that she went to, that was Jake's wife that answered the door. And she was like, "No, he lives here." And she didn't believe it. Now she went out and realized that, oh, he actually is a part of this neighborhood. She wasn't expecting to see Jake in a neighborhood like that. And now here it is. He over here on social media and everything, apologizing, crying, saying, "No, I'm not a racist, this and that, so forth and so on." No, man. As soon as you were able to speak up and say what you had to say, you went and did everything in your power to make sure that everybody heard you. But now that you're seeing all of the comments that's rolling around, now you're like, oh, okay, no, now I got to flip the script. I got to make myself look like I'm not a bad person. If that would have continued, to go in a different direction, Jake could have been locked up right there, man. And he wasn't even doing nothing but just admiring the beautiful houses with the lights or whatever and stuff like that, man. They hate us without a cause, man. All right. They find some reason to just get in our face all the damn time. And it's going to stop, man. It's going to stop. We are very close. We very close. Let's get Ecclesiastes chapter 3. Then we're going to go to verse 15. It says that which hath been is now, and that which is to be hath already been, and the Most High requireth that which is past. Read it again. It says that which hath been is now, and that which is to be hath already been, and the Most High requireth that which is past. That happened back in 1985 as far as the video is concerned. 1985. That's still a past. All right. Pretty much 40 years ago. 40 years ago. And like I said, that's pretty recent. But, when you look at 40 years ago wasn't that long, but that's still a decent amount of time. All right. Just like, when you listen to music nowadays, if somebody comes out and say they listening to anything from the 1980s, they will label that as super throwback, very old school. And that's saying a lot just for me. Because majority of the music I listened to or grew up with was from the 90s. And people look at 90s music as old. All right. But anyway, it says the Most High require of that which is past. So it don't matter if he did something yesterday, if he did something 10 days ago, 10 years ago, 40 years ago, 100 years ago, 1,000 years ago. Everything that Esau have done, the Most High is remembering it all. He's not going to let that slide. And that's one of the things that the elites notice, because the elites know these scriptures and they watch our videos, man. They know all of this. They know that they're getting ready to pay for everything, but they're not going to let their own people know about it. Because if Esau say anything, all right, then the whole truth will have to come out about who the true children of Israel is. But they're not going to do that, man, because they don't want Jake waking up. And then that would upset prophecy too. Because like I said, 2/3 of our people got to go as well. But the Most High is going to remember everything that Esau have done in the past, man. He's not getting away with it. He's not going to get away with it. Let's get Ezekiel 25. Love reading this scripture too, man. We're going to get Ezekiel chapter 25 and go to verse 12. And it says, thus saith the Lord power Yahweh, because that Edom hath dealt against the house of Judah by taking vengeance and hath greatly offended and revenged himself upon them. Therefore, thus saith the Lord power Yahweh, I will also stretch out my hand upon Edom, and I will cut off man and beast from it, and I will make it desolate from Teman, and they of the Don shall fall by the sword. And I will lay my vengeance upon Edom by the hand of my people Israel. And they shall do in Edom according to my anger and according to my fury. And they shall know my vengeance, saith the Lord power. All right. The Most High is going to use us to get vengeance upon Edom in the kingdom. We're going to feel that anger that the Most High wants us to feel and actually act out, man. And we already mad on this side. But imagine when we get those new bodies, we have that spiritual power. The scripture tells us that we're going to meditate terror. We're going to feel that anger that the Most High feels right now, man. And the scriptures tell you that they're going to receive double. So the hatred that they showing to us right now is nothing compared to what we're going to show to him in the kingdom, man. And that's why Revelation 13, what it say? He that leadeth into captivity shall go into captivity. He that killeth with the sword shall be killed with the sword. Here is the faith and the patience of the saints. This is what we're waiting for, man. And a lot of people don't like it when this situation comes about, man, because when they read that scripture, a lot of people realize, like, damn, the Bible does say that. And a lot of people read that and they would get scared, man. As you should. Because Edom, he's something else, man. He is something else. Let's get one last scripture and close it out. Let's get Ezekiel chapter 35 and go to verse 5. It says, because thou hast had a perpetual hatred and hast shed the blood of the children of Israel by the force of the sword, in a time of their calamity, and a time that their iniquity had an end. Therefore, as I live, said the Lord power Yahweh, I will prepare thee unto blood, and blood shall pursue thee. Since thou hast not hated blood, even blood shall pursue thee. That's what's getting ready to happen, man. Because they had a perpetual hatred towards us since the beginning of time. Since the beginning of time. They killed us by the sword. Whatever the modern day sword is, they killed us with it. They killed us with everything, man. They always wanted bloodshed from us. And right now, in the near future, now it's getting ready to happen to them. Therefore, as I live, said the Lord power Yahweh, I will prepare thee unto blood, and blood shall pursue thee, since thou hast not hated blood. It says, since thou hast not hated blood. That's, you know how heavy that is? Esau went out there and murdered the children of Israel, and he didn't feel anything about it. He didn't hate himself, or he didn't look at that bloodshed and look at it and thought twice about it, like, damn, maybe I'm doing too much. He went out there and continued and did more, worse and worse and worse and worse every single time. And that's why it says, even blood shall pursue thee. It's going to be something crazy in the kingdom, man. It's going to be something crazy, definitely. We already know. But like I said, this is what's going on. Screaming kids. Kids over here just trying to get to safety, and Esau's like open fire on all of them. dropping bombs on neighborhoods, using them in museums, making money off of our death, man. Our deaths. He the one that slayed all of these people, and then he put in the museum and charging people to come into the museum and look at certain exhibits or whatever, and making money off of the crimes that he did. Ooh-wee, man. Ooh-wee. He got a lot to pay for, man. We right there at the door, though. All we got to do is just keep being faithful, man. And Lord willing, the Most High grant us with those new bodies. Lord willing, the Most High bless us with that spiritual power on this side, man. You know, hopefully we part of the elect so we could be the first fruits to put Esau in chains, man. Because that's going to be a beautiful day when that day comes around. Esau's getting ready to get his, man. Because all of these videos is coming up. And it's not just by us no more. Look at him, man. He may be Jake. You never know. But at the end of the day, there's a lot of people that look like him that's coming out with these videos. It's getting real, man. It's getting real. We almost out of here. Esau about to get his. So I hope this is edifying. So with that, I'm going to say, call Halayim, Yahweh, Bahasham, Yahweh Shai, Bahasham, Rachaa Quadash. Double honors to the apostles of the great millstones I learned this truth from. Honors to the elders and brothers out there pushing this word through the four corners of the earth within truth and sincerity. And shalom to the Aquat that's listening and learning. And Yahweh Ratazan, I'll be back with another lesson. Keep pushing, Yasharala. Keep pushing. We almost out of here. Shalom.